Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a very important transit that will be occurring on July 9th of this year, and that is transiting Jupiter, 16 degrees of Taurus, will be casting its trine to transiting Ketu, 16 degrees of Virgo. And as a result, this is going to complete a grand trine for a planet residing at 16 degrees of Capricorn. So for those of you who have a natal planet, 16 degrees of Capricorn, this is going to be an extremely lucky transit for you. And let me explain why. You see, whenever the nodes, either Rahu or Ketu, trine Jupiter via transit, they will be in the same element. And in this case, they're both transiting in an earth element as Jupiter is in Taurus and Ketu is in Virgo. And typically, when they complete a grand trine with a natal planet, then this has the potential to give an individual huge amounts of wealth. And from studying this aspect, I've actually seen a lot of lottery winners with this transiting alignment. But wealth can come from other sources such as speculation, inheritances, settlements, and etc. Now, I will say that if Rahu and Jupiter are both trining a natal planet, then that transit will be a bit stronger versus Ketu and Jupiter trining the same planet. However, I have seen Ketu and Jupiter's trinal aspect to a natal planet work wonders as well. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't even matter what houses are being affected by this trinal aspect. All 12 ascendants and moon signs have a great chance of receiving great wealth. However, each of the 12 ascendants will also have different opportunities for success based on the house Capricorn rules, which I'm about to discuss in a little bit. But before I begin this discussion, I do want to invite everyone to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, where you can learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. You can also check out the various services that I offer, and I will be leaving links down below so you all can check that out in more detail. I also want to remind everyone that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So with that being said, I will now begin explaining why July 9th of this year is such an important date based on Jupiter and Ketu's trine to the sign of Capricorn for each of the 12 ascendants and moon signs. So if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Aries, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your second house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your sixth house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 10th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential of bringing lots of wealth, this is going to open up career opportunities for you. You will find many opportunities for expansion and growth, which will help your social standing immensely. This is also a great transit for your social standing and reputation to shine. You will find yourself becoming more noticed by your bosses and the people you work with through your talents and hard work. And this will really help you advance. You will realize that your hard work truly does pay off with this fortunate transit. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Taurus, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be your first house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your fifth house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your ninth house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is going to really open up your ability to connect with others in a spiritual way. You will find yourself taking a more philosophical and spiritual approach when it comes to dealing with life matters. And for some of you, this could bring a special opportunity within your higher education courses or journey if that's what you're involved in. This is also a great transit for building stronger connections with your father and teachers, as there will be great mutual understanding and respect for one another. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Gemini, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 12th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 4th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 8th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of unearned wealth for you, this is going to provide many opportunities for you to get involved in metaphysical sciences such as astrology. And if that doesn't interest you, then psychology and getting to the core and bottom of things will be a huge focus point for you. I also see potential to form deeper connections with your spouse's family if you're married, and joint assets will increase and do very well at this time. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Cancer, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 11th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 3rd house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 7th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is going to provide many opportunities to connect spiritually and emotionally with your partners. And this will bring you closer together. This is also a great opportunity to expand your business ventures if that's what you're thinking about. Overall, this transit will bring many blessings and prosperity to these areas that I have mentioned. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Leo, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be at your 10th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 2nd house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 6th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is going to really help with matters regarding your workplace situation as well as health. You will have a much easier time dealing with any coworkers and employees that are giving you any trouble. And in fact, you may end up getting along with them. This is also a time where I see health matters improving for you. This is a great transit to start a new diet or exercise routine that will maintain and even improve your current health. So make sure you keep all of this in mind. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Virgo, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 9th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 1st house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 5th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is going to really help build a deeper and more spiritual connection with your children. This can bring about some shared experiences that will really bring you closer together. This is also a transit where money can come through speculation and investments. So if you have any assets that have appreciated nicely, then this may be a great transit to cash in and make good use of that money. This is also a transit where I see that you'll be more creative and artistic in your endeavors, so use this transit for what it's good for. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Libra, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 8th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 12th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 4th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this will actually help strengthen your relationship with your mother. This can create a deeper and more spiritual connection, which can really take your relationship to a whole new level. There's also potential for expansion within your home and real estate. It's possible that you could be renovating, decorating, or making changes to your home to make it more appealing and beautiful. And as a result, I do think this will bring you a lot of peace, contentment, and happiness. Just make sure you're not over expanding to a point where it affects your financial situation. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is Scorpio, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 7th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 11th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 3rd house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is going to help deepen and strengthen your bond with younger siblings and even neighbors. There will be many opportunities for meaningful interactions which can bring you closer together. You may even gain some new spiritual perspectives with these interactions. This is also a great transit where short distance traveling for spiritual purposes can bring many great insights and rewards for your own personal growth. And there can even be some financial benefits through publishing short stories or articles if you already have a finished product and have taken the necessary steps to showcase them. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Sagittarius, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 6th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 10th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 2nd house, then this will complete your grand trine. And this has the potential to bring enormous amounts of wealth into your life. This is an excellent transit for financial prosperity and growth. I also see you becoming more connected to your family, where you will have many interactions that will develop a greater understanding of one another. So use this transit to your best advantage. This is also a transit where I see you feel more comfortable speaking and talking to others. Use this transit to speak your truth for the highest good, and people will listen and acknowledge as to what you have to say. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Capricorn, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 5th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 9th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 1st house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this is really going to make you feel extremely confident and empowered about yourself regarding how your life is turning out. You will feel extremely focused and energetic, and health matters will be very positive and in your favor. And because Jupiter and Ketu are both aspecting your sign of Capricorn, this will open up your ability to use practical ways to get in touch with your spirituality. You will feel very optimistic, and this can be due to some wisdom or guidance you're receiving from some prominent figure in your life. So keep all of this in mind as Jupiter and Ketu aspect your sign of Capricorn in your 1st house. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Aquarius, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 4th house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 8th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 12th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And besides the potential for bringing lots of wealth, this will also enable you to get in touch with your inner self. You will become and feel more spiritual, and this can even open up some opportunities to do some foreign traveling, which will help with your spirituality. And because this is affecting your 12th house, you may even feel like giving away some of your wealth to some charitable organizations that are meaningful and purposeful to you. This will activate your generosity and giving spirit, so keep all of this in mind. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign is in Pisces, then this means that transiting Jupiter will be in your 3rd house at around 16 degrees of Taurus, and Ketu will be in your 7th house at around 16 degrees of Virgo. So if you happen to have a planet at around 16 degrees of Capricorn in your 11th house, then this will complete your grand trine. And this will have potential to bring enormous amount of wealth and great gains. You will also have the potential to meet many influential people who can really help shift your life and bring you some new perspectives. You may even form a spiritual connection with these influential people, so keep that in mind. This will also help deepen and strengthen your bond with older siblings, friends, and even people involved in the same large organizations and groups that you're involved in as well. So this is what I wanted to cover regarding why July 9th of 2024 is such an important date this year. I hope you guys got something out of this. And if you found this video to be useful, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. Also, if you're new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on that bell notification. And if you would like to know more about me, and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, then please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all on the next video. Take care.